You are now listening to Talk is Cheap FM. Brought to you by Bet the Tuesday.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker. Yo, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? How you guys been? It's been a long fucking time coming, but I'm back. This is your boy, Big Baba Tuesday, and this is another episode of Talk is Cheap FM. I need my own soundboard. God damn it, I'm not like that motherfucker from Police Academy. If you remember that movie, you know the robot dude that be like, no, that's not me. It's your boy, Big Baba Tuesday. And I have the resident hostess, right? The resident hostess. She's on the line. She's been on hold for a minute. I did that because I felt like it. But anyways, she's on the other line. I'm about to click back over to her. This is not Heather with the good hair. Becky with the good hair. Hold on one moment. Yo, what's up?
Hey, Baba.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Wow, you sound happy. What the fuck is going on?
You have to be chipper when you're on the phone. I told you that. So I'm going to be happy when I'm speaking with you because hello.
Oh, okay. But over the text messages, you be acting reckless sometimes, and I'm like, listen, calm your ass down. Really, listen. I just wanted a picture of your toes. I don't need a goddamn paragraph of all this shit. All right, damn it.
Too bad. Sometimes I have a mouth on me.
Yeah.
So you're very pleasant.
You have to around me. You know, you got to be on your toes. Pun intended. But anyways, okay. Right. So let's break into it. I told you over text message a couple of days ago. Listen, we're gonna do a podcast, and your birthday has passed, right? So it really was your birthday. So congratulations on that, right? So I said, right. I'm not like mean or anything. I'm actually a nice dude, so I'm gonna let you pick a topic for us to talk about, but I don't want to know anything about it. I want to go in there blind and everything. So Becky with the good hair, what do you want to talk about today?
Right, Becky, not Heather. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Well, I thought about this, and I thought about, what do I want to talk to Baba about? And I know exactly what I want to talk about, but you have to agree to talk about it.
Agreed. Dun, dun, dun!
Okay, Baba. Who hurt you?
Huh?
I want to hear about it. I want to hear about...
You said who had me?
Your big breakup.
Oh, who hurt me?
Let's talk about you for a minute.
Holy
Let's turn
shit.
this right back around, sir.
Okay, so who hurt me? Man, I have trust issues growing up, man, and it's even outside of just relationships with like a significant other. This is like relationships with like churches and things like that. So throughout my life, and don't get it twisted, man. I had a good life, you know what I mean? A good childhood, where my parents did the best job that they could, you know. So with that said, how deep do you want to go? Do you want to go with like everything who's hurt me like throughout my life, or are you just talking about relationships? I'm deep with it. Let's go. You want to go deep?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go deep. I'm gonna go deep with you.
What I was thinking is, I just want to know why you're such an asshole. So I want to know what girl stole your heart and crushed it in tiny pieces.
Okay.
But yes, at a later date, I do want to know the rest.
Okay. So
dun, dun, dun.
okay. So respectfully, before I even dive deep into this, I need to know your scale on a couple of things, right? So the first scale that I want to throw out is, you say that I'm an asshole. What is your definition, and how am I an asshole? Before we start, I want people to know. I just want
Okay, can I just like say that in like kind of a playful way, but kind of a serious way, and you get what I'm saying? You're kind of an ass. You know that.
Well, like my grandma said, you are what you eat. So yes, I'm a bit of an ass, all right?
But there you go. See?
But
I was wrong.
what is your definition before we start?
Rude, abrasive, thinks that you're just being honest when really you're just being an ass. I don't know.
You can't use the word in the definition.
I can, and I just did.
Whatever. I guess you don't know. Okay, I guess in certain terms you can use the word.
You know exactly what I'm saying.
Maybe the audience doesn't know. You know, this is not just a conversation between me and you, or you and I.
I think that hopefully the audience would know.
Okay, we never know. You can't assume certain things. You know, I try not to assume, but okay, with the assumption that everybody knows that I'm abrasive, I think that I'm right, but I'm really a torn little child inside. Mm-hmm. Let's get it started. All right, so let me think. High school.
No, you think you know what girl breaks
No,
your heart.
I'm actually gonna go down with all the girls I can remember dating. Okay.
Okay.
So in high school, I grew up in a town, and everybody knew me. I moved away and I came back in high school. So in high school, I'm hot shit, and plus, like, I'm like the best in like football. You know what I mean? I'm doing shit, blah blah blah. So I was by junior year. Beginning of my junior year, I started dating this chick, one of the hottest black chicks. You know who Megan Good is? Mm-hmm. Like, she was up there, but in high school, right? So started dating her. Her parents were fucking strict. I think dad was in the military or whatnot, and she was just dating me for status. When I look back at it, you know what I mean? And I remember one time, and I've never told this story. One time, I think I told it to my best friend. Like, it was fucking weird. I just got the urge to, like I just knew that I didn't know the word hypertrophy which is like females dating up, you know, just for status. But that's what was going on, right? And I had all these chicks around me, but I'm very loyal, so I was dedicated to her. And like, I remember one time in between, I think fourth period in basketball. Like, I was outside, and it was going to be our first time kissing. And I kissed her, right? French kiss and everything. But I could not feel her fucking tongue. I was like, yo, this is like, where the fuck is your tongue at? I don't know. Like, I was like just hitting cheek to cheek with my tongue. And I was just like, yo, this is the weirdest shit ever. So
maybe she was like hiding her tongue.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this? So after
was
that.
Was it her first kiss too? Maybe she was just scared.
I don't know if it was her first kiss. I don't know. But after that I was just like, no, forget that. So my second girlfriend, which actually I think it was probably my longest relationship I had. It was also in high school, and she never admits it, right? But this is my first step of like, okay, the like chicks ain't loyal, chicks ain't like how they say they are, because I'm not crazy, but I do got intuition. So and there's not a definitive evidence other than the dude coming out and saying shit happens, and she said like nothing happened. So it got to the point where I was just like, fuck it. But anyways, this is crazy. So we're in high school. I mean, we are like sexually, like we are doing everything. Like I did everything possible that you can think a dude could do it to a chick. I mean, everything except shit. I didn't shit on her. But other than that, like I'm like just some fucking.
Like why? Why do all that in high school when you have your whole life? You know what I'm saying?
First and foremost, a guy in high school is horny as shit. Second of all, if she's down to do whatever the fuck we can come up with, then yeah, I'm going to do everything I can come up with. Maybe it's different with ladies or whatnot, but she was cut from a different cloth, if you know what I mean. And it was the type of cloth that you wipe your.
I'm just saying, you know.
It's the type of cloth that you pat your mouth with after you eat a good dinner. You know what I mean? But anyways, so
you just don't want to peak in high school. Is all I'm saying.
I don't know. My testosterone was super high, and I mean, we have so much.
I get it for a guy. Maybe y'all do peak in high school. Who knows?
I don't know about peak in high school, but I was in there. But anyways, what happened? We broke up in high school, right? and she ended up going to the same exact college I went to for my freshman year. And I know she was like fucking with all the dudes, and I was still fucking with her too. But that right there, I just learned a lesson. Like, man, you can't really trust chicks. That was the start of me knowing that you can't get close. You don't get close. And let's break it down, because I remember her saying that I was very emotional. Not like crazy emotional, like if I can't have you, no one can. Just like I wanted to
jealous,
like talk. I wanted to talk. No, I wanted to talk shit out, and I wanted to like not leave a conversation mad and have everything figured out. And she didn't like that shit. But in the beginning, it was like, and I should have saw this coming. It was like, yo, you don't open up to me, blah blah blah. You don't open up. So then when I started opening up and shit, and me being vulnerable, talking about just just whatever you talk about in a relationship as a man, like it fucking turned her off, really, to be honest with you, you know? So that right there planted the seed, like, yo, just go, because naturally I can talk to you, I can have empathy in a conversation and everything, but I don't want you to all up in my goddamn business. You know, but once she got all in my goddamn business, it was over. It was like she had the artillery to fucking like wrap me around her finger until I had to fucking break that string she had me on the puppet string. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But we're kind of cool now. We kind of talk via Instagram and shit. I'm over like the bitterness that I had, but that shit really took me forward, because I was like, man, I'm in high school and I was thinking with my wee, and I was like, man, I want to marry this chick and all that shit, but I'm glad I didn't. Mm-hmm. And I got upset once, and because in high school I got like the best built in high school, but I also wanted the like favorite couple, senior couple. And I was mad that we didn't get it, but I'm glad that we didn't get it now, because that shit would have been a lie.
You know, everybody's a little shitty in high school. You know, it's high school. How can you not be shitty in high school?
Listen, this is the type of dude I am. Like, I wasn't no simp or anything. I was focused on one chick. I never cheated, even though I'm the high school jock, Letterman jacket. Like, my words are gold. Like, I remember one time I stood up on a chair doing right before lunch was over. I stood up on a chair, right? And people were coming in for lunch because we could go off campus, but like I just got on campus, got into like the cafeteria area, got on a chair, and I told everybody, hey, quiet down. And everybody shut the fuck up, right? Everybody was just quiet, and they were looking at me. And I waited for like 10 seconds, this awkward silence. And I just said, I just want to let everybody know that I love you. And I got off the chair, and people were just like, yeah. Listen, that was high school for me. That was high school for me. God damn it. Another high school moment that I remember was, there was this chick that I grew up with as well. We had what's a speech class? It was either speech or like science or some shit like that. But anyways, she was doing, we had presentations to do, like solo presentations, to get up and speak in front of class. I had no problem doing that shit. But she was up there, she did a presentation. The presentation was phenomenal, right? The only thing was that it was very cold in that classroom, so she was nipping, right? And everybody saw it, and she had some pretty big bodacious boobs, right? So I kept on asking questions at the end of the speech, right? And they were good questions. And this is how my mind thinks. Like, I was asking questions, and there were good questions she was answering, and I just kept on asking questions. She was about 5 minutes, just me and her talking back and forth, right? So the teacher was like, okay, that's enough. Good job. And everybody clapped and everything. I clapped. And then as we were leaving the classroom, the teacher was like, hey, Baba, stay behind real quick. And this dude was trying to, like, insinuate that I was only asking a question because of her boobs.
Yes, you were. We all know this. The thinly veiled.
I can say now I was, but there was no way that he could prosecute me. There was no, but I was acting like oblivious. I was just like, what are you talking about? I was just asking questions. So that's the type of cat I was in high school. But other than that, I will tell you this. The girl that fucked me up in high school, per se, if you could say that, one of her friends, I had class with her, and I was her partner, right? And I'm minding my own goddamn business. And we're just conversating and everything, and she was like, yo, you don't even have to tell your girl this, right? And she fucking put her hand like inside of my thigh, close to my private area, and she fucking kissed me on my cheek, right? And I'm just like, fuck this shit. So after class, I go break it down to my girl, everything that happened, right? Because I'm just like, was she doing that just to see if I was like faithful, or did this really happen? So I went to it and everything, and nothing fucking happened. She did not do anything, right? I was just like, okay, this shit is fucking crazy. So maybe it is because of my football shit. I don't know. But then there was another. Check this shit out. And then we'll move to college. There was this one time where I was in the hallway walking and shit, and this white chick, I mean, she was bad. She comes up to me and she starts talking to me and everything like that, touching me, giving me all the signs that she wants me and everything. And the conversation kind of got a little bit heated on her part. And right in the middle of her conversation talking to me, guess what the fuck I did?
What?
Just guess. What would you think I did in this middle of this conversation?
Slap her?
I'm not a violent person, and I would never like I'm a black man, and if I hit a white woman or any woman, and I would fucking get lynched. So let's backtrack. Okay, so in the middle of the conversation, she was talking to me, and guess what I did?
Kiss her?
No. I fucking turned around and ran away from her. It was so fucking funny. I didn't even look back. Listen, I didn't even look back. The rest of the year was so awkward for her, but not me. It was just, I was just like, yo, because she almost crossed that line where I was just like, what the, yo, I got a girl. She's my boo. And I'm not gonna like do anything to fucking fuck that up. Because I know like all eyes is on me anyways. Right? So in the middle conversation, she's, touched me and everything. I fucking just ran. That was so random and funny. Yeah. All right. So analyze that situation. What do you think about that situation? Of course, it was high school and everything, and you see me opening up, and I'm talking freely about it. I'm not butthurt with her. We still talk to this day. Like, I mean, you live and you learn, right? Eventually,
yeah, I just, it's rough. I mean, it's nice that you were so faithful, and it sucks that she, kind of lets you feel that after she found out everything about you, she left.
But
I feel like that's listen. What?
Here's the thing. At the end of let me you finish and then I'll wrap it up. I'll wrap this situation up. Go.
I feel like maybe that's how you feel, but maybe that's not what happened, because that's silly. If she obviously liked you or loved you because y'all were together for a while and y'all did nasty shit. But it's high school. And what happens in high school? People get bored, so easily. It's just like, oh my God, I'm in love with you. I'm so in love with you. And then it's like, he's cute. And I'm bored with you because I know you. So now, he's cute. High school is just hormones and emotions. So it sucks because, your biggest heartbreaks happen in high school. My biggest heartbreaks happen in high school. But you look back on it and you're like, man, I was a shitty person. That person was a shitty person. It's just, you're young and stupid.
All right. First, guys, if you're listening, I was not a shitty person in high school all the time.
Not saying it all the time. Just saying,
no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I made fun of people and all that shit, but at the end of the day, I was a stand-up dude. But now that I look back on it, I couldn't be mad because it was natural natural, and I'm gonna agree with you, for her to think that way and to act that way, because I mean you are gonna get bored and everything. And also that taught me that being married and all that bullshit, like, don't do it. I was taught
there's a
don't do that
difference.
shit. No, because you are going to get bored. And this is just for me. I knew that I was going to get bored too, because towards the end of it, it was almost like whenever I felt that type of way, we were still in a relationship, right? But even though we were doing stuff together and sex was still good, like, it didn't have that thing. Like, I was kind of getting bored too. It was like we'd done so much shit that I was just like, man, I don't know. It was just getting almost regular. She knew my moves. I knew her moves, you know. So naturally, I came to the I guess the understanding that me and relationships just, they don't go hand in hand. They don't go hand in hand. But it taught me a lot. You know what I mean? So that was high school. College, there was a girl that I got the love bug again. Boom! Right into college. Whenever I transferred to another university, she actually went to the she went to the high school I went to, but during different times. So she was younger than me, and same thing. Really in a relationship for quite a long time, like maybe 2 years or something. But, like, we did everything but have sex, right? And check this shit out. The reason why we didn't have sex was because of me. Because I liked her so much, and I knew that whenever I was going to have sex with her, I was going to, like, not like her no more. Because from high school until that relationship, all I was groomed for was just to, like, have sex with chicks and just bounce out. There was no emotion or anything. It was just like, hit it, quit it, keep her in the rotation, and go. But then I finally met a girl that I liked, and I'm just like, man, like, I really like her and everything like that, but if I know if I had sex with her, that spark might go away, you know. So I never had sex with her. And then the guy, I believe that it got with, like, right after me, like, he was beating that shit in, which, I mean, he should, you know. And do I regret?
And I'm sure go ahead.
And do I regret not having sex with her? I used to, but I mean, it is what it is, you know. I don't think at the end of the day we were a good fit, anyways. Like, and this was my last. That let me see. Did I have a girlfriend after that? That was my last attempt of, like, any. No, yeah, I did have a girlfriend after that. Any real relationship for a long time. So, it was just. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I was very cautious. I was because right after the high school girlfriend, like, I was in a very dark place, right? Like, I was. Like I said, like, I was just a savage. No emotion. You know what I mean? I didn't have no ill will towards women or anything. I absolutely loved women. But I knew, like, all of them. I treated all of them like the tail end of the relationship of my ex-girlfriend. Right? And was it fair? For me, yeah. You know? But it's like, I mean, these chicks really probably don't really care about me. So I was going through one of those things, right? And just torn between, like, love and lust, you know. And I came to realize after my second relationship that, like, love isn't what, like, people say it is, you know. So that was my second relationship. So you ready to analyze this, Dr. Phil?
Yes, I sure am. Mm-hmm.
All right. And before you do, what do you got on right now?
Stop what do you have on? Like, why is
My
that a
shirt is
question?
my shirt is off. I got on some bikini draws and some shorts and my Adidas shoes.
Okay. Very nice.
What do you got on?
What I wore to work today.
Okay. Analyze this shit.
Okay. What I think is, look, obviously you like this girl. She liked you. Y'all hung out a lot. But you didn't want to have sex with her because you thought it would ruin it. Okay, I totally get that, because there's this guy that I'm totally friends with, but if I have sex with him, it's going to be done. I'm not going to want to talk to him. Our conversation's not going to be the same. I totally get it. So I tell him all the time, no, we're not having sex. We can talk and we can make out, but I'm not fucking you because I know that we're going to be awkward after that, and I don't like that. I hate that. I hate that so much. So I get where you're coming from. But as a woman, okay, if that was me, and I like you, obviously, and you like me, obviously, and we're hanging out all the time, we're talking, we have great chemistry, great conversation, whatever. I'm horny, and I don't understand why you as a man aren't all over me. Now, first, I get it. You're respectful. You don't want to ruin things. Okay, I get that. But I know that you're a man and you have needs. So if you're not fucking me, who are you fucking? And if you say that you like me so much, why aren't you fucking me? After a while, girl can't take it.
Yeah.
No wonder she got blown out by the next dude.
Yeah.
She had to.
I know. She probably had. She was like the goddamn Super Saiyan. No, but don't get me
so
wrong.
I think that you just totally overcorrected yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You went from
for sure.
one extreme to another.
For sure.
And then you're upset, but maybe you can meet in the middle and be successful.
Now we're going to get to the third girlfriend. But don't get me wrong, guys. Don't get me wrong, guys. Like, we were still doing everything possible other than having sex. Like, I'm talking about.
No, okay, that's great. Fuck that shit. If there's no penetration, you need to blow me out.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for imagining. Thank you for imagining that, though. I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. I'm just planting seeds in your mind. No, but seriously. So my third girlfriend. Fuck. This one right here. I'm just like, God damn it. So I get this new job in Dallas, right? So I'm working this new job. There's this black chick there, and she's fucking digging me. She's always over at my desk and shit. I'm minding my own goddamn business, looking good and doing what I do best. And then next thing you know, like, she's really holler at me. I'm just like, all right, let me get a shit a try. I know I shouldn't fucking shit where I eat, but fuck it. And basically that's what happened. I mean, it was like one of those things where, like, I hit her with a text late at night after work, and I was like, listen, meet me in the work parking lot. I want to, what did I say? I think I said I want some head or whatnot. Just fucking reckless. And wow. I didn't, here's the thing. I didn't send that, let me backtrack. I believe that I didn't send that right out the blue. I believe we had a conversation and it got heated, but then it kind of stopped, and then I sent that out. And looking back at it, listen, fellas, don't do this shit. Don't risk your fucking job over no chick. Don't do it. But it worked out in my benefit. We met up. She gave me some of the best head. At least I would say top 3. Boom. So we just, every day, we just kept on hooking up in the parking lot at work. And it was our little secret. I mean, we started having sex. I had, like, my big truck at the time. This extended Suburban, right? So,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
You had a big back seat.
No, it was extended Expedition, so it was even slightly bigger. It was the LX. It was fucking huge. Gas guzzler, but fucking, yeah, you can literally lay that back seat down, and it's almost like a bed, right? So we're just doing the most nastiest shit that you can think of in a goddamn car. Outside in the parking lot of her apartment, of the workplace, is everywhere. So we ended up hooking up and everything, and we became an item. I was moving out of my friend's place and decided to move in with her, right? So we moved in, and that was my first sight inside of not moving in with a chick and how it's not going to work for me. Because shit changed. Shit fucking changed, and...
What changed?
Sex. Sex changed, his attitudes, and...
when did sex change?
When we moved in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bad? Obviously, because you're
Yeah.
saying it changed?
Yeah. And then on top of that, I wasn't in a good place with myself because, like, I quit the job that I was at, and I was in the middle of, like, you know, job hunting and, you know, getting my shit together and start my own company at the time. So it was like, it was a bad situation where I shouldn't even have, because I hate relying on people. And it was getting to that point until I found another job in the oil business, but it was just a bad time. And then even if I didn't go through like those couple of months, you know, just looking for a job and everything like that and getting my shit situated, it still just went downhill. You know, it was just.
Why do you think it went downhill?
I honestly believe she was cheating on me because she would like fucking get in an argument, leave, get in an argument over nothing and leave. And then come back like 30 minutes later. And I'm just like, okay, I have to plan this shit out.
30 minutes? Come on, you can't cheat in 30 minutes.
Yeah, you can cheat in 5 fucking minutes. Shut up. And I'm just saying, I'm just saying 30 minutes, but she would leave and do all this shit. But here's the thing, what was I gonna say? But anyways, I just had that intuition like something wasn't right, you know, and I think she was probably messing around with people at my old job or whatnot. So I was just like, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just get a job in Oklahoma at this oil job and fucking just bounce out, you know. So I fucking got everything that I could. I left a lot of stuff there, but it was just like, okay, boom. She knew that I was leaving. I broke her off with, like, you know, I don't know if it was a stack, but I broke her off with some money for rent and everything like that because everything was in her name. You know what I mean? So I paid her, and I didn't even have to pay her, but I paid her money, boom, and that was it. I was in a separate state. We broke up, and I was just like, man, I fucking dodged a bullet because she was saying that she couldn't get pregnant, and then it ended up she got pregnant by some other dude, and I was just like, you was trying to trap me. You was trying to trap me. God damn.
Maybe she thought she couldn't get pregnant.
No, fuck that. Fuck that.
What?
I'm not buying it. The chick tell me she can't get pregnant. I'm very cautious. Fuck that. I'm cautious.
Well, you should be cautious. Don't worry about what they say. You should be cautious.
I mean,
Okay, let me ask you this.
What up?
What do you feel like you contributed to the problems after you moved in?
Oh, shit.
Why
Listen.
do you think you got weird?
Listen, I tell people all the time, like, I'm cool, like, I'm cool to hang out with, like, in spurts. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to end up rubbing you the wrong way. Because I joke a lot. I'm in my own world. I don't like to answer questions. And I just do my own thing, you know? So, me just being
you feel like you're going to rub somebody the wrong way. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I know that's a fact. I know that is a fact.
Right, but that's like your projection. Do you know what I'm saying? That's like your thoughts and your projections that you're projecting onto your mates.
Listen, it happens. And here's the thing. Even in a relationship that I've seen, that I've observed, like, it's not bells and whistles every day. You know, people...
No, I mean, you totally get annoyed. I totally get that.
Yeah,
people are going to get annoyed. I mean, look. What is it? Closeness breeds contempt. What is that?
I don't know the old saying. That sounds like an old school, like, grandma type shit. Yeah. But here's the thing.
It is. It's a...
Here's the thing. You might be right.
Familiarity breeds contempt. That's what it is.
You might be right about me project. You might be 100% right about me projecting this, rubbing the wrong way, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be close to anybody. You know.
It just sounds like ever since you think that your girlfriend in high school found out everything about you and then left you because she was bored, that now you think, well, obviously,
Well, here's the thing. It
you
could
don't want
have
to be around me all the time.
it could have been boredom. It could have been that she was sleeping around. Because I didn't tell you the whole situation because I'm not going to get into it because I'm cool with these people.
You don't have to.
I'm cool with these people, but there was a lot more than that that I'm not crazy. You know what I mean? And I'm very, very observant. And I know how people, I just know mannerisms and just different shit. But I'm not paranoid or whatnot, right? So, yeah, I mean, maybe I did put it all into like maybe my first 2 relationships or whatnot, but at the end of the day, me and my experience and the experience of other people that I've talked to and the experience of me befriending a lot of females and seeing how they put their boyfriend through shit and seeing how people fucking work each other and how everything is so intertwining and fucked up, dealing with relationships and friends and shit. Like, I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. Like, it's not for me. I got more things to focus on than, trying to be with somebody that's gonna have judgmental eyes on everything that I fucking do. Nah. It's not for me. It's not for me. You know?
That's fine.
And plus, I'll tell you this. After I have sex with somebody, naturally, I can't like repeatedly have sex with somebody. Like, it's gonna have to be a space where like I'm away from that person for me to, get into having sex with that person again.
What do you mean?
Like, let's say I had sex with Heather with the good hair, right? I had sex with her on Monday. Like, I don't want to have sex with her on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. I just don't. Maybe Friday or Saturday I could have sex with her again, and that's fine. And it's not like, I have like erectile dysfunction or whatnot, because I can have sex.
It's just about
I can have sex with
sex
Heather.
every day with somebody is relationship shit. Definitely.
Yeah. And then naturally, like, I can have sex with one person, then have sex with another person the next day, and another person, and then come back to that other person. But living that lifestyle these days it's kind of crazy. So, I just do what I do, So,
Just do what I do.
Yeah.
So, how do you think I did? Asking my question, do you think I had a good topic?
You did, and the beautiful thing is that you got to get to know me, and I'm in a point of, I've been in a point of my life where I can open up and talk about a lot of stuff and not feel vulnerable, and because if you would have asked me this like about 10 years ago, these questions, like, I wouldn't have said like half the shit that I said, even though I left a lot of stuff unsaid. Like, I was really in a space where like no information will go out, but now like I'm way above like everything, and it just happened so long ago, and I analyzed everything, and I'm not bitter about it, that I can open up and talk about it. Because when somebody's bitter about something, you can fucking really tell, and they don't really say much. If they say a lot, it's going to be in anger. But I mean, I understand what goes on, and I'm glad that everything goes on, because now I really listen to how the older adults told me advice. Like, I really listened to that advice, you know what I mean? So, like I said, like, I love everybody, but I don't trust nobody, you know what I mean? There's very few people on this earth that I trust 100%, well, close to 100%, and I don't see anybody new coming into my life that I'll trust 100%, other than if it's going to be like my seed or whatnot. And that's just how it is for me. So there you go, guys. I opened up. Yay! Now you guys know where I'm coming from. And yes, I'm vulnerable. Yes, I put my hand on the hot stove. And yes, I put my hand on the hot stove again. And yes, I put my hand on the hot stove. But now I know how to use the fucking oven. And I'm fucking broiling my goddamn food. You see what I'm saying? So, hopefully that terminology was right. So there we go. Oh, I opened up and everything. Oh my gosh. Was this what you expected?
What?
Was this what you expected?
Oh, I don't know. I just wanted to hear about why you're so jaded.
Do you think my experiences with my girlfriends and just women in my life have made me jaded, or do you think that it's more than that? Do you think there's actual facts?
I know it's more than that, but I'm just saying you have a harsh tone towards women, and I just wanted to know why.
Harsh tone towards women. We can unpack that.
Mm-hmm.
What is this harsh tone?
The way you speak, the verbiage you use towards women, the things you say, men, listen. The PSAs that you say are very woman negative.
I mean, not...
and it's just you just have a harsh tone throughout your podcast of women. When I listen to your other podcasts, when you're talking to dudes, oh my gosh, I want to call in on this pre-recorded thing and yell at both of y'all.
Man, too bad you can't right now. Hopefully, when this blows up, you can. But here's the thing, and this is, and I'm in boo boo head. Head. See, I wish I was right there and just whispering into your ear, and my lips are barely touching your ear, and you're just like, you know, the hair stands up on your arm if you do have hair on your arms. You know, so I'm that close. And it's not like creepy because you really kind of like want to feel my lips on your earlobe, but I'm just like, listen, boo boo head. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck! What's that? Wait, hold on. Fuck! God damn, I'm rock hard over here and shit. Hold on.
That's funny.
Boo boo head. That is. Oh, I hate it when you call me that. You're gonna pay for it. Listen.
I'm gonna call that's your name, Sugar Bear.
Sounds like I'm a gay goddamn power lifter. But anyways,
boo-boo head.
Boo-boo head.
I still have band-aids all over my head.
That's
like,
cute.
what are you talking about?
Boo-boo head. But anyways, that is the beauty. That is what I want you to realize. Is that when men are in their own space and they're talking freely, that's how we talk. But once a woman comes into the conversation, most likely shit is going to change up to accommodate the woman, right? So is it really that we're talking down on women, or is this how like men really talk? And like I did have
I'm just saying that you have a negative tone throughout your podcast. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, let's not get it twisted.
A harsh tone. I'm sorry. Not negative. I apologize. Harsh.
Okay, harsh tone.
Let me step back.
Okay.
It's a harsh tone.
Okay, that's more receptive. Because negative tone means like I don't like women.
Yeah,
you know
I'm
that.
not saying that you're negative. I'm saying that you're harsh.
Yeah. Well, that's how like if the women in my life are the ones that really taught me like how to view and how to handle women, right? And even though they sat back and watched me getting in these relationships, and they might have knew I was doing some fucked up, like putting myself in a fucked up position, they just let me do what I do. You know what I mean? And but that's on them. But it's not like it's not all about my experience technically with my direct relationships with women. No, it's like everybody who's around me and everything that I've observed, I came up with this. You know, so I don't walk down the street disrespecting women or anything like that. I don't do none of that bullshit. But at the same time, just because you're a woman doesn't mean I'm gonna trust you, or just because you're a woman doesn't mean that I'm gonna fucking be at bending knee at everything that you need. No.
What woman wants you to do that?
A lot of women. A lot of women.
It's ridiculous, but okay.
Yeah. So. And the only people that really get mad at the things that I say are the people that are what I am saying, really. Because if you had a podcast and you were saying a lot of things about dudes, I can tell you for a fact I wouldn't want to call you up and tell you off or anything like that. It's not.
No, it's not about, oh my gosh. It's just the tone that y'all are using and like, come on, y'all, like, I don't know. Oh man, I have told so many people that you said that men love harder. And men and women who I've told that to have laughed and said, what? No.
But did you break it
You're
down?
wrong.
But did you break it down, though? How I
Break
said
what
it?
down?
How?
That is a very simple statement.
Listen.
Men love harder than women. Boo, 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 bullshit.
Okay, so I'm just gonna break it down one more time. Okay.
You can break it down how you want to.
Because this might be
that I have concurred with the public.
Okay, the friends. You might be in a listen. You might be in an echo. You might be in an echo chamber where you talk to the same people who have the same views. But all Ice was saying is that this is all I was saying is that a man will sacrifice himself for his family, for his wife and his kids. But I've never heard of stories where a woman will sacrifice herself for the man and the children.
She sacrifices herself for the children. The man is a man. What woman needs to sacrifice herself for a man with a man?
Are women... Listen. Wait, hold on.
The man...
Okay.
Stop. Okay, go ahead.
Listen. All I'm saying is... according to today's society or whatnot. Okay, before we even argue, like, do you feel like men and women are equal?
No.
Okay, so I understand your argument. So we don't need to talk anymore.
Why?
Because, like, if you think that way, and if you think that men and women aren't equal, and men are the protectors and everything like that, right?
Yeah.
If you think that way, then what I just said about men loving harder is basically an argument to agree to disagree. I'm just saying in a different way that agrees and lines up perfectly on how you think.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
You're saying
But
come on, your house is burning to the ground, and I am supposed to not only carry my children out, but also carry my husband out. Fuck that shit. Husband, get the fuck up and help me with these children.
See?
Why would a woman ever have to save a man unless he is broken? You know, he's incapacitated. Of course I'm going to save my husband if he's incapacitated. But if you're just as well as I am, get your ass up, and either I'm going to save these children while you get out of the house, or we're going to save these children. Right?
Listen.
Why should a woman have to save a man if he is just as healthy as she is?
Listen.
Why should a man have to save a woman if she is just as healthy as he is?
You finished?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll see what you say.
So,
go ahead.
I wish I was right there talking to you face to face. Because I feel, side note, I feel like you don't think that I'll be saying this shit face to face to you. I'll probably be even...
I would say this...
Okay, but no. But let's get back on subject. Like, no. Let's get back on subject real quick. The way you're thinking is traditional. That's a traditional point of view. So if we're talking about traditionalism, okay, fine. I 100% agree with you. Okay, so let's wipe that. But but then I also agree. But then
of what I just said with me.
What'd you say?
Argue the facts of what I just said. Our house is on fire, Baba. We're married with children.
Okay.
You're good. I'm good. We both have smoke inhalation, but we're good. Not dragging your ass out anywhere. I'm going to go get our children, and either you're going to help me with the children, or you're going to get your lazy ass out by yourself.
Okay, so tell me this. So tell me this with what you just said, right? I'm agreeing with you, but I'm going to put this in a different situation. Okay.
Go for it.
So there's no. I see that you're heated and everything. You're blowing smoke and all that bullshit. All right, that's cool. That's cool. But check this shit out. Burning house. The husband pulls up in the car. The burning house. Wife and kids are in the house. What is that man gonna do? He's gonna go in there and rescue his wife and kids, right?
Yeah.
So, do you see if a woman pulls up to a burning house and there's a man and a husband and the kids in there, of course she's going to get the kids, right? But is she gonna?
I'm going to go wake my husband.
No, hold on. Can I finish? Can I finish?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I apologize. Go for it.
Like, you're arguing with me, but like, there's no need to be arguing about this. All right, damn. So, in that situation,
I feel like you're going to tell me I'm wrong, and that's why I'm arguing with you. Go ahead.
Don't assume that I'm going to say something until I say it. Okay?
I'm waiting.
So, that same scenario with a woman. Is a woman going to go in there, save her kid, and go back and try to save the husband?
Yes.
You think that?
Okay, here's
you
what
think
I would do.
you think at all?
Can I just
You
say?
you think if that was
What?
a poll in the United States or around the world, that every woman is going to go back to try to save the husband?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's your. I respect that.
Maybe not every woman. Okay, can we not say every?
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'm going to say an overwhelmingly 85 to 90% yes.
Okay.
First of all, okay, can I give you reasons? If it's not just because you love them, okay, most of them would say for love. The people who maybe aren't in love, well, he has the job, so I got to make sure I still get paid, so I got to get him out of the house. Right?
Well, that's you know. I don't know if you're playing it. No, that's a breadcrumb of some ignorant. That okay? Yes. Okay, that makes sense. You need to be.
But when I
you
say,
need to
okay,
have.
here's me. Can I say what I would do? I drive up. My house
Wait.
is burning. None of my family is outside. Obviously, they're still inside. I would run in and go to every room as fast as I could. So I'd wake my husband up first, unless, depending on where the fire is. If the fire is worse near my children, I'll go to my children. But if there's a lot of smoke, I'm going to wake my freaking husband up. Get up so you can get these children. And then I run to my children. Now, after I wake my husband up, would I go back to make sure he got up? No, idiot. It's a fire. You should wake up on the first time. Now that I've alerted you to the emergency, I'm going to go get our priorities, which are our children.
Okay. All right. I'll let you stick with that.
What do you think?
Okay. I mean, I respect your point of view and everything like that. And
But you think I'm wrong.
no, listen, it doesn't even fucking matter if I think you're wrong or whatnot. I'm not like God or anything, you know. It's just like, I just know, like, if I was with you and I had kids with you, that I would need a lot of smoke alarms in the house. You know, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, and you have to have those.
Yeah. So I didn't know that statement like touched you like that. We should have talked about that like over the phone or something, over text message or whatnot.
What subject?
The men love harder than women.
Yeah, I've just been
I'm just saying that a man will sacrifice
People that I
himself.
talk to.
A man will sacrifice. All I was saying is a man would sacrifice himself for his whole family, while a woman
Yes.
most likely wouldn't sacrifice her whole self for the family and just only for the children. That's all I was
Let
saying.
me tell you why. Traditionalism.
Okay.
Okay? A man
But-
will sacrifice himself. Why? Let me tell you. Will a man sacrifice himself for another man? No, because he's an able body. Why is he sacrificing himself for his wife? Because she's not as able as he is. So, of course, he's going to protect her and save her. Right? Just like Superman. Why is Superman saving these pretty women? Because they need him. If they were just equal, he doesn't save Supergirl.
Yeah, he does actually.
Of course he does. Of
He
course
saves
does.
everybody. He even saved Batman once. But okay, but oh, listen. Here's the thing. Traditionalism doesn't fly in this reality anymore. It just doesn't.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. People can say it doesn't all day, but
Yeah,
everyone they fall back on the traditionalist.
No, wait.
value.
Women fall back on. I feel like women fall back on traditionalism when they hit a point in their life when they get older and they want to be what's like they want to settle down and shit because they know time is almost up for them. That's when.
And men don't do that same thing, George Clooney?
See, George Clooney never had to do that because he had all the power. I don't know why. I can't speak on that. But if you look at somebody like, goddamn, anyway, I forgot his name. It's gonna pop back up. He used to fuck Rihanna. He was in that movie with the bear, The Revenant. Damn.
Oh, Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Leo.
So you have somebody like Leo DiCaprio. He's not fucking settling down because he knows, one, why would rich people get married? That's fucking stupid.
No, he just goes
Two,
to the towards your catalog and he says this one.
Yeah, well, let me. I'm just breaking it
That's
down.
literally what he does, Baba. I'm not making that up.
Okay, but here's the thing.
That's what he does.
Here's the thing. I don't see him ever getting married because he knows that that's a fucking trap. Like, he's rich, he's famous, he has power.
Here's the thing. He's not as old as George Clooney.
Yeah, that is true.
George Clooney finally decided, you know what? Here's what I think happens with men. You live this life, you know, that you're living, which is great. Do it. Mm-hmm. But then you get older and you realize, I don't want to be alone when I'm old.
Oh my God.
You know, I want to have somebody next to me. I want some comfort and I want someone to take care of me. So let me finally do what I should do. And I think that's what happens with a lot of guys.
Now, you're probably right.
A lot of older men.
You're probably right about that. But I think, like, a lot of women who, when they reach their goddamn 30s and 40s, they're like, listen, I can't stop. I need to stop fucking around with all these dudes, and let me just find some sucker to fucking take care of me and shit like that. Even though, like, I'm going to make him... Can I finish? Can I finish?
You're going along in life and everything's fine, and then, oh, baby, you have to have a baby. Your baby. That alarm goes off in your body, and you just can't fight it.
Yeah,
You're like, I have to get married. I have to have a baby. Or, I have to find someone, and I have to have a baby. Yeah. Or, these new women, I have to go to the doctor so I can have a baby.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, that's life for women, you know. The biological time clock is...
Not all women, of course.
Yeah, not all women.
Most women.
Listen, I whenever I say women, guys and ladies, if you're listening, I'm not saying all right? This is I'm being broad, of course, when I say it. So I shouldn't have to say, like, all or whatnot. Okay, but anyways. Yeah. And the whole thing about, like, being alone and stuff like that, and, like, people will try to shame me, like, oh, you don't want to be in a relationship. I mean, what if when you grow old and stuff, don't you want somebody to take care of you? Listen, I can take care of my fucking self. And, like, I've been into the nursing home recently, right? And I see old married dudes that are in the nursing home, and they're old and married and in the nursing home and alone, quote unquote. So being in a relationship and being married doesn't guarantee that person is going to be with you for the rest of your life. Just saying, just throwing that out there. So some people are built to be alone and can survive like that. Some people need other people. And I don't like shame them or anything. That's their life, you know what I mean? So
I'm trying to shame you.
No, I'm not saying you. Of course you wouldn't want to shame me. Of course you wouldn't want to try to, you know, get the memories going of my ex-girlfriends. You would never want to. No, you wouldn't do that shit. Not you.
No.
And you're going to try to use that information against me. I already see it.
How would I use it against you?
I don't fucking know, but you will.
Okay. Maybe to better understand you?
Yeah. Do you feel like you understand me more?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
I do.
Like, did you before this conversation, did you feel like how did you feel? Did you feel like I was trying not to act like I was hurt or been hurt or whatnot, or?
I think that you may think that you don't act hurt, but I think it's very you almost wear it on your sleeve sometimes. that you're hurt.
That I'm hurting now?
No, just that you've been hurt. That you're jaded.
Oh, of course I'm jaded.
Just jaded.
Yep. Aerosmith. Would you go to an Aerosmith concert with me?
I'm sorry?
Would you go to an Aerosmith concert with me?
Sure. Pay for it.
God damn it,
Go.
man. Wait. Pay for it. Yo, of course. Shit, I'll go to a goddamn mini concert if you pay for it. God damn it. Listen, yeah, I'm definitely jaded. I'm definitely jaded. And I am I pay attention, like I notice women in public, but like it's not like I don't try to holler at them or anything anymore, you know. It's just, it's dangerous to do it these days. And plus it's just like, listen man, even the most unattractive woman is going to have some dude beating up her cheeks, right? And there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people on social media that's reaching out to every single woman, you know. Maybe not at one time, but if a woman really wants to hook up with somebody, she can easily. So I'm not gonna compete with that, you know what I mean? My thing is that I'm slowly and quietly building up myself, building up my resources, and then whenever I'm at the top of my game, I'm gonna have people come to me instead of me going to people. And I'll get to pick and choose, like I'm Julius Caesar before he got stabbed in the back by fucking Brutus, you know? So that's
the life.
Yeah,
that's definitely the life.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because like nobody wants me like right now. Like I'm in the gutter. I'm grinding. I'm doing what I got to do. I'm trying to build stuff, and even if I had a girlfriend right now and doing what I'm doing, I wouldn't have achieved half the shit that I've done already, because I would have to accommodate her all the time. Fuck that. You know what I mean? So it's understandable that once the resources come out to play, and my resources and everything, I'm looking good, all goddamn chiseled and all that. When that's all out and the cat's out of the bag, and people start focusing at me, like I'm not gonna get mad at the chicks that overlook me right now. It's part of their nature. Like I understand that. I understand it. I get it. I fucking get it. You know, I'm not gonna be screwed over by this game. I'm going to have the last laugh. If God allows me. Because I can't tell the future. I don't know how long I'm going to be here on this earth. But if my plan plays out, I'm going to be the last one to laugh. That's why I avoided kids, getting married, and all that shit. Because I knew at the end of the day, I'm going to need everything I got to get where I'm going. And I can't have no distraction, no judgmental eyes. Especially for somebody who's creative like me. Like, the last thing I need is anybody to shoot any doubt in my area.
Yeah, I get that.
No. Mm-mm. So yeah. See, I opened up to you. I opened up to everybody.
You opened up to all of us.
Yeah, god damn it. I'm a goddamn man. You can't see man out there, you can open. Yeah, you have to be comfortable. And you gotta know the information that can hurt you and can hurt you. So you become comfortable with the things that you're not comfortable with, so you can open up and talk about it, but you can still hold on to the masculinity part as well, you see.
Right.
So there you go.
There you go.
So anything else after this goddamn interrogation?
No, I think that was a great one. I think that you answered a lot of questions. This has been a great podcast, Baba. I think that you did very well today.
Thank you for your validation. I really do appreciate it. I really do need outside validation and improvement to know that I did it great. I need that fucking sticker and that trophy. Yeah. I do appreciate it. Wow. Okay. I did this whole podcast and I wasn't sweating or anything. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about? Or tell me this. would you like to do one more podcast after this?
What do you mean?
Like, I'll stop this and then we'll start another one.
Okay.
Okay. Well, guys, that is it. This is what you text me what you want this to be called so I can name this podcast. But this is the interrogation of Baba Tuesday. I didn't give out any names, and anybody, if you're listening to this and I talked about you, I mean, it is what it is. I kept it real. I still got love for you. I just don't trust you. And you were very, all you guys were at a very pivotal point in my life and how I am today. I do respect women. I just don't trust them or anybody else. You got to earn your respect and your trust every day with me, you know. And I know that you're human and you will make mistakes, so I'll overlook that. So I'm very, understand. So with that said, just like how my grandma used to tell me, well, no. First, treat people how to teach you. Treat people how to treat you. Sometimes you have to reteach people how to treat you. And like how my grandma used to tell me, and I love you, Grandma, I'm going to call you tomorrow. I love you, girl. Is love everybody but trust no one. This is your host, Baba Tuesday. And I was with Becky with the good hair. And
Becky?
Yeah, I almost said Heather. Maybe if you start sending me...
Bye.
Listen,
Rude.
maybe if you start sending me more pictures of your feet and elbows and your ear, I would not make that mistake. But anyways,
I think the pictures of the coffee cup.
Oh
and
my God,
the
remote control.
I think that my remote, and my towel rack. I think those were great pictures. I don't know what was wrong with those.
I need more of those. But the ones with the socks on, holy shit! Woo! And we are out. Listen, we about to start another one. We are out. Peace.